Welcome to the Parker Technical Education Center. This building has been here for about 5 years and is 110,000 square feet. Inside these walls, you'll find our trades and industry programs, and we are going to go on a tour. So come on down. So we opened up in October of 2016, and all of our trades and industry programs are now housed out here, including carpentry. Except for carpentry, as many of you know from this industry, they build a real-life raffle house that you can buy a raffle ticket for. So that is off-site. We won't be able to visit that today, but in the meantime, let's go visit some of my labs. So welcome to my machining lab. So this program is a 1-year or a 2-year program, depending on what students' needs are. Our whole goal in these industries or these programs is to teach our students a skill and then get them out in the workforce. Every one of these programs has what's called an advisory, and the advisory committees are made up of industry members like you, local or students, past and present, who teach us or tell us what we need to teach in order for those students to be successful. And what you are looking at, thanks to a matching federal grant, most of this equipment inside these programs are brand new. We try to keep up with the latest and the greatest because that is what industry needs. So as you walk into this lab, you will see 2 sides. These are CNC machines. They are taught to our 2nd-year students. And on this side, we have our 1st-year students who will learn manual mills and manual lathes. We teach them the concepts behind that are you have to understand what you are doing before you can create stuff on the machines. Now, we are going to go here and we are going to go out one of our side doors and we are going to visit our Millwright program. And if you are not entirely sure what a millwright is, think industrial plants. Okay? You have an assembly line, and when one of those parts break, guess who the most important people out there are? They are our millwrights, because they fix it. So as we go down this hall, you're probably looking at our welding, but we're going to take a slight right first and come visit my Millwright program. Now, my Millwright program is one of the few programs that we have here that has a summer component, but in 11 months, these students will be out and working in the workforce. Our ultimate goal, though, is for them to work in industries like you guys' while they go to school, because hands-on experiences and these labs are the best way for those students to learn. We try to replicate the same stuff that'll be in industry we have in here. We are constantly updating the equipment and stuff so that the newest and greatest are out there. You'll see as you walk around these labs a lot of these trainers here, and the trainers are designed to mimic real world faults, so students learn things like lockout or tag out, lockout, so that they learn how to be safe when they are in the industry. This machine, I believe, is a hydraulics machine, and so the students can learn, they can see faults and things like that, just like they would find in the real world. All right, so now, actually, we are gonna go around. We're gonna take the long way, so you guys, and then we'll head out to our welding. So, welding is such an important aspect of our programs that we actually have 4 programs that do some kind of welding. Our Millwright students learn welding, our diesel and our collision students all learn welding, and then of course we have our actual welding program. Let's take a peek out here and go for a little tour of our welding. So welcome to our welding program. Our welding program is a 1-year, a 2-year program. Inside these walls you will find 52 welding booths. Our students learn TIG, they learn MIG, they learn pipe cutting, you name it, they learn it. And our students at the end of their 2nd year have the option to test for their AWS certification, which is the National Welding Certificate or certification so that students can make sure that they are ready for industry. As you can see, we have a plasma cutter, we have a shear, we have a CNC brake, all within these walls. Now, if you follow me, we are gonna go right back down this hall, but we are gonna get a little outside time at Parker. This is a beautiful, beautiful campus. We do encourage people to come by, take a look at it, what's inside these walls and what we have to offer. We're always excited to talk about our programs. So we are gonna go out this door. So Parker actually sits on about 40 acres here. And so we have there, you never know what the future holds for us, but it is a beautiful building. So come on in these doors. And welcome to our transportation side of the building. Okay. So we will come back to collision. They are finishing up in there. We don't want to disturb our students as they learn. So we're going to visit a couple of our other labs first and then make our way back here. So our automotive program, which is the next program we are going to visit, is actually NATEV certified. And what that means is that is the program that says what we need to teach our students in order for them to become ASE certified mechanics. So they will actually test for those certifications before they leave this program. Now, as you come in, these labs should look very familiar. They almost look like what you would find in industry, okay? We have the lifts, we have the balance machines, we have the alignment machines. This is our first year lab, and then on the other side is a duplicate second year lab. Our students actually do customer repairs. And the reason they do that is so that they have vehicles come in and the students are working on real live vehicles. They're not mimicked at that point. They're actual faults that you would find in industry. We have only one other program right now that does customer repairs, and that is our collision program. Okay. Our instructors are constantly attending conferences and extra training just to make sure that they are up to date on what is happening out in industry. Now, when we talk about those advisories, they meet with us at least once a semester. And so we bring them in, they sit down and they go, hey, you know, this is what we're finding. This is what we see in our students. This, you know, we might find that we need to tweak things here and there. And that's where our industry comes in, because that's what we need to make sure that we're where we are. Now, as you look around, this building is full of what we call informal learning areas. This gives our students a place to sit and to study and to just take a little break, because, well, learning's hard. So unlike some of the other classes that you will see, the way these programs are designed, the student does attend theory, which is lecture where they sit in a classroom, but that is only a small piece, because when they learn, they come down here and they train, because we have learned that hands-on is probably the best way for a student to learn. So we are actually going down to this door, which is unlocked for you guys. And take a look at our diesel lab. Now, this is our diesel lab. Our diesel program is one of our bigger programs. Now, our diesel program isn't specific to Caterpillar or Kenworth or anything like that. We teach heavy equipment. And the reason we do that is because diesel is in a lot of stuff, and then that student has gotten a broad education that isn't focused on one specific brand or anything. So you will see all kinds of brands as you walk through here for our students to learn and get familiar with. And this is a big bay. All right, so now we're going to come on down here. We're going to take a short walk. I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. Taking a look at some of the cool stuff this building has to offer. And we are going to go visit our HVAC program. I did forget to mention, just so you're aware, Our diesel and our auto program are both 1 year and 2 year. Awesome. So, all right, so we are now approaching our HVAC program. And so we are going to go over to this far door, which is the one that we have opened up. So our HVAC program is a 9-month program. Students come out with 2,000 hours toward their journeyman in the state of Idaho. They also come out with their universal EPA card and their heating and mechanical 1. That is all signed up, and the students are tested within this program. Okay? This is both residential and commercial that they try to teach in some way so that students are familiar with both. Then when they can go out, then they can pick their paths from there. Okay? This one, as a component, I only have 2 programs that do this, but we have a CAD Tech program, or CAD Tech is next door to us. CAD Tech is Kootenai Technical Education, and they are the high school version of us. So we have worked to partnership with them in a lot of ways, and their HVAC students and their collision students actually come and attend the classes here in the morning. And it's partnerships like this that'll help us grow, help put more students out in the industry for the workforce. So we are actually going to now come through, and we are going to go visit our Mechatronics program. And some of the things you'll find inside this walls are, we have a student break room that has microwaves, a fridge and stuff so students can eat, the vending machines, all that here. And as this place continues to grow, we're hoping that some of this stuff it builds up around us too, in order to offer more stuff in this location. Now, welcome to Mechatronics. Now, if you don't know what Mechatronics is, you are not alone out there. A lot of people do not recognize that. But when you have an assembly line and you have these automated processes in place, that's still more equipment that needs fixed. And so this part ties in with our Millwright program. So now you have the, for lack of a better term, electrical side, and then our Millwright program will do things like hydraulics and things like that. So as you look in here, you will see a lot of trainers. And the trainers are all designed to teach our students things like PLCs, automated systems. We have a Hvac robotic hand, in fact, here, or robotic arm, I should say. And so what we try to do is bring in equipment that the students will see in industry. Okay? So it looks like a lot of training boards, and it's a lot. Our students spend a lot of time. This program, you can get a 1-year certificate or tie it in with our Millwright, and students can get an associate's in this one too also. All right, so we've only got a couple more programs, and so let's go look at some 3D printers. Now, if you can see the stairs, you know there's a whole second floor. And if you wait till we get up on the bridge and you take a look at that view. So most of our classrooms, not all, but most of our classrooms are actually up here on this second floor, and then we have this other program that we are going to go visit. We also have a few conference rooms that we can rent out to new nonprofits if needed, but come look at this view before we go look at a 3D printer. That is some of what Parker also has to offer, is the beautiful view out here in Rathdrum. All right, so our mechanical design program is a program that teaches a student how to design something. Think prototypes, think things like that. They learn to design it, they learn to make it. We have 3D printers for them to create their projects on. And then they actually tie that in with some machining and things like that so that you have that other piece. Because it's a lot cheaper to print on 3D printers than it may be to design something in machining, but the students can test their prototypes and then take them to the next level. And I'm not sure you can see, but this guy's got something big going on in him. But who knows what it might be in the long run. This is an exciting program. This one is a 1 year or a 2 year certificate also, or I'm sorry, a 1 year or a 2 year. And that second year can be an associate's or a certificate, just depending on what the student decides to take for their extra classes. All of them require math and English at the minimum. So we are going to go down. Now we are going to head back to our collision program, which is the program that we kind of skipped over just so the students were finishing up in there. But we are going to go and you get to take another tour outside. And it is a pretty day out on the prairie today. Now, we also have partnerships with Workforce Training Center. They use our building also to do theirs. And Workforce Training Center does a lot of short-term trainings and stuff, and they can actually work with your industry. If your people need short-term training, things like that, they would be the ones to go through. All right, so let's take a peek here. We're gonna give it just a moment. Sorry, nope, you're good. All right, perfect. Just gear this real quick. All right, so welcome to our collision program. Our collision program is a 1 year program. And guys, I gotta direct your attention. You see the hoods and the fenders, those are done by our CAD Tech in our high schools, I'm sorry, our CAD Tech and our college students. And they start with hoods and fenders with holes and everything. And then they create these beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. Now, I have to brag on this program. This program and HVAC are the two programs that attend Skills USA. Skills USA is where the program goes and it competes against other schools with their students, and they compete on skills. This program, let me direct your attention to that sign up there. Last year had #1 in the nation. Okay? She became our #1 person in the nation last year. And so for auto and refinishing, that is something to brag about right there. But inside these walls, these students are taught basically how to repair our boo-boos, basically. And they do customer repairs. And you'll see that we actually have full-size painting booths. We do not paint cars, we fix cars, but we do have all this within these walls. All right, so you guys have now seen Parker Technical Education Center in North Idaho College, and we are in Rathdrum. We're just in everybody's backyard, and like I said, if anytime anybody wants to come and take a tour, give us a call, stop by. We love to showcase Parker.